Sego, Sawagueco. I have this little thing called ants in his pants. He can't sit down, so I'm gonna walk with this. So awesome, there's no cord to trip over and get tangled up. So Tanagua, Antakadasawe. Netanue, Buliwagai Neha, Ogala, Wagili Wando, Sagili Wagetsuko. I was given an impossible task today to tell you a little bit of creation, is what I'm saying, a little bit of. It takes a long time to tell that. So I was asked to come up with something very ancient, because when we say history, the first thing that pops in our mind is to go far back. And the other thing that I want to talk about right now is I forgot my bag of special gifts today. I left it in the truck. But my birds, they're members of the Audubon Society, and they talk Ganyogeha, Oneida, and Cayuga. So today, my topic, it's a sad time we're in. And part of the fact of why we're at this point is the major loss of our language. It caused a lot of confusion. So to tell this story, I'm going to go in and out. I will not, because I'm asked to be in that place of being a faith keeper in our house. I will probably always refuse to be asked to do a lot of things in English. I have to be that. You just need to understand that. And it's not about to hurt anybody's feelings here. It's about history. So, I will take it back to what we call creation. Now, I will say, to know to Dasawe, to want to qua Ishanat the Galumia dead, net to know what the one, then you net wake on the one out. So that word right there talks about the origin of all things that we have here today. And one of the things that is up there is what we call that way of life, Jinikwalihod. It's changed a lot. You will find out throughout the week why. Even losing your language, you will understand why at the end of this week. That's other people's presentations. Today, I'm just going to stand here and remind you how important it is. Wow, so we try so hard to have that language. We have songs and dances today, medicine songs that have content of our words in there. Our singers are falling a little short. It's because they have now buttered up the songs, it's called. It sounds real nice, but we've kind of lost the word content in it. So we're going to hear a lot of buttered up songs in the future. So we need to be careful when we're dealing with Onokwa Sungha, Kanalage Lunto, Chia, Tatanakwati, Yakuri Wandakto. Those things beside us that take care of us. So, I guess I'll be your pioneer. I'll never give in to that totally. Because since I was a little boy, I was told, by my grandparents. Susanawantu, Sawati, Sawawan. My grandmother, some of my brothers will remember, we got off the bus, we were talking English. I thought it was cool because I got a new language. My grandmother, she pretended she was getting mail out of the mailbox. She had a long stick, I thought it was so she could tell where she's going without falling in a hole or something. But when she listened to us get off the bus for a while, that stick slammed on the mailbox and she got our attention. And she says, "Oh no, ke susuwawe, ona gelo ke ho sawaka tundeke. Ona go ni ne kono so halong ha lawana ne yuskatsono." So she says, "That language you're talking doesn't belong here. You're on Ogwehun land now. So we're here. I see you. You enjoy talking that." So I really have to say that it's not right. You're on Indian land now. See, that's a form of encouragement. It's not for anybody here to feel bad about. There's a way yalak. So going back to the beginning of time, you get that tonogwa that the wadon is nogwa nakne kelo ne anizalake. Then no, the gni had the undo. Jate and not the galungyate. So a symbolic setting has occurred for us today. That Yohunuwege is the beginning or source or origin of all things here today. The root of all beginning. And earlier I said Anizalag, it means it's a place of spirit dwelling area. So it came to that point. Ne hondo ilate doch kanaga yote nagwati wahuzalot taksun. He woke up with nightmares several times, that leader up there. My family tried to do everything they can to take care of him. And he's a loyani. And that dream was about this tree that's gonna fall. A tree called Onoja. All the fruit came from this one tree, and the flowers were drying up upon it. He dreamt it was gonna be turned over. It bothered him because he was guardian of that tree we call Tooth, or Noja. So with that, she worked hard, the families worked hard to take care of him, even the marriage resulted. They did lacrosse games and dream guests and interpretation and feasts to take care of him. The end result, this dream had to be activated. So what happened is the dream fulfillment takes place. So she works towards it and she activates that part. The dark hole is only what's seen on the uprooted tree. When they arrived there for a picnic time together, he asks her, "Look, ne nigo what do I get nigo halo ne cook ne to go kalashkua no guati jutkal and you daton." It's just a dark hole. All of this, all I see is a dark hole. I don't understand my solution to this. He says, "Bend down, look, maybe I'm not seeing it." And she fell over with that, peeking down below to see what was missing. He didn't assist her when she was falling through, hanging on to the roots and all that stuff, the seeds and everything she had in her basket. He says, there was another addition to the dream. She had fallen, a woman had fallen. It must be you that has to fall through. And so she continued to try to hang on. And when she fell, she couldn't hang on no longer. This is what we call in symbolic language or thought. We are going to go through a dark time. So a lot of people will have gone through that darkness. And so, the other area that takes place, and we have to keep in mind something. Everything up there, we call is fully complete. There's nothing lacking up there. So this young bride who falls, who's carrying child, is a very educated person. This certain lady is educated in her ways. So she goes so far. And today what we see, Takachisto means they say that the star had fallen, or a shooting star across the sky. It was a man she gave water to prior to falling. She gave him drink, even though she wasn't asked to. So before her husband straightened the tree back out, he had sent this man down below too. So this man blamed himself. He flew down towards her to assist her. And when he caught up to her, he supported her. He gave lots of encouragement and support to her. So what happened there is, she reached a good place back in her mind. She wanted to give up. She didn't want to continue. A lot of us go through that struggle. He said, no, it's so hard. Why is life such a struggle? It's because she went through that. She went through that dark time. But he was able to kindle that spark in her spirit. He assisted her. At the last, he gave her lots of good luck. And the encouragement that he said to her, he says, do not forget to use what you've learned. That's knowledge that's always going to be valuable to you. She says to him, you act like you're leaving or something. He says, I can't stay with you. All of those things down below are waiting for you to support you. But you don't want to think about it right now. You do not sit into the sadness you have carried upon yourself. Look to that future. And you know one of the first things you should start doing. And she says, I know what you mean. And he says, what is it? She says, I have to give thanks. Even though you don't see it right now, give thanks for it. So I have to leave you now. You can continue this. I encourage you to go on. So he left her and he went back across the sky. And she started to give thanks. Continuously she gave thanks. All of a sudden she heard the flapping of many wings. All the longer wind water birds arrived to assist her. But before they assisted her, she didn't realize down below what took place. And this is why I say I missed my bag of birds, my stars, I called them. The loon was looking down on the water. And he says, Yagungwe, Yagungwe. He's hollering to everybody because he thought this woman was going to float and surface to the top. He's looking down. He's a diver. The mud hen, or sometimes they call them bitterns, he's looking up. They call them today because they're looking up all the time. And he's yelling, Yachigo, 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 Yachigo. That means, do you see her? Do you see her? So once they understood what was going on, this woman was coming from the sky. All the water birds, they had a little council meeting to decide to help her. So the long-winged water birds went up. Uhagwali, the heron, went up. Gahunk, the Canada geese, went up. Ohnazagala, the swan, went up. And if you listen today, they all talk to us in our language. The goose says, ho, 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 ho. And when the heron reached her, he says, we, gong, we. They say our language comes from birds and animals. So they say when we do not talk our language anymore, they think their jobs are done. So they took care of her. They were cast down below. They understood her. They understood her needs. So she came to the turtle's back. The muskrat, the otter, and the turtle took care of her, and the beaver. When she came upon that shell, the huge back of that turtle, Sego Eza Wakiduni. She was so lonesome still because she's all alone. Just like you would to be with, surrounded by water and standing on a big rock and you're just surrounded by water, miles around you, no land in sight. It's a very lonesome feeling. A lot of us today, we go through the hopeless, lonesome times in our life. We all shall go through that time. So, she finally thinks about going forward. She asked those water animals, Anogyo, Dawine, Janit, she asked for dirt. They take turns assisting her. So that's a symbol in our life today. Be very firm when you walk upon the earth. Be strong and take in everything that's going to be for your well-being. That's that simple. Today we got clouded up. We hang on to things that's not good for us. Hurt our mind, hurt our heart, hurt our spirit. And now we hurt our bodies by eating all that, I guess we say, crapola. It's what they don't not to eat. So, that's that teaching there. When she got the dirt, she knew what to do to further her walk, her journey. She walked on that turtle's back, counterclockwise. She sang songs. So I used to hear I heard a lot of elders. A lot of these men encouraged us to sing a song. We're supposed to all have a song, men and women. It comes from that time. Even that atseni yolosaga ne azuluni, the nadiyandality, they all knew about that. That's why they wanted to suppress us of our songs and dances. They knew that. The only thing is, I don't know why we're still shy to do it. We need to look at what blocks us from doing that. See? Men and women, they have songs. Senogwa heyane, senogwa heyane, hayo ho ho ho, hayo ho ho ho. Senogwa heyane, senogwa heyane, yo ho ho ho. Yo ho 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 ho. That's just an example. That's a Seneca song that says, anybody can sing. And I just want not to make you feel bad. All those young ones are watching us. So when we ask them to learn, we're the example. So that's our way. So it's encouragement to get our songs back. Not just to sing, to study what that song means in the words in there. Okay? The women have a lot of songs too. Gana hiya ne ganha, gana hi ho ne gana, gana hi ane ganha, gana hi ane ganha, gana hi ho ne gana, gana hi ane ganha, gana hi ane ganha, gana hi ho ne gana, gana hi ane ganha. I'm not a singer, and I'll never try to be Elvis Presley either. But it's just our responsibility to do something. We gotta put that out there. So we be standing right side up. It keeps us so grounded and upright. And if you're not, you're upside down. Just like what I said earlier about Sky Woman falling. She's a symbolic example. So, I still got more time, good. I get carried away. When I get on the road, I could talk till it gets dark. Okay? But I'm not today. If you want to hear the rest of the story, Hogansburg Training Center, 2 hours a week, every Tuesday morning, 10 to 12. Okay? I'm not leaving right now, but I'm just saying, if you want more. All right? No charge. Just come there. Just bring your set of ears, put your mind into it. You can learn a lot of things. I do that to share what I've learned in the travels. So after this is set the format. She continued to give thanks. Her daughter came. Her daughter became very fast growing up. She grew so fast. So that part, there's a teaching. And this is about names. Sky Woman, her name was Yijit Jagayo, or some will say Yijit Jayeli, or Yijit Janagalos. Her daughter was called Yakujichuta. So she's mature flower, and her daughter becomes a flower. Wakajijunta grew to be a flower. This is important now. It's because we don't pay attention anymore. We do not watch how we name our children today. And then even in the Great Law, you have the peacemaker's grandmother, Kahundokta, and you got her daughter, Kahundi Saks. They're compatible. And even in the marriage, when we have marriage in Ganosisna, our grandmas and mothers need to pay attention to the man and the woman's name that's going to get married. So if we call that Sky Chief Lalundanu or Lalundanu, and Sky Woman is called Yijit Jayeli, Yijit Jisu. Is anyone brave enough to say if it's compatible or not? Does anybody think it's okay? He watches over the tree, is what it means. Lalundanuna. And there's a flower, a mature flower standing there. Is it compatible or not? Oscar? Yeah, it is. It's because if he's going to watch the tree, he's going to take care of that flower. So in marriages, that's very important. That's one of the reasons why they sit the grandmas and mas of the man and the woman on each side. That's why that common theme, we're all akusaslone here. And whether it was a good thing or it was a bad thing, everybody says, "Oh, kalawaya, oh, kayitagya." You hear that a lot. I heard it a lot growing up. So when you made a mistake, you're asked, whose kid is that? Because he wasn't educated, he made a mistake. Or she made a mistake. Whose daughter is that? You see? So we have a lot of confusion today. We have same names in longhouses. We have George, Paul, John, and Ringo in the church setting. No offense. Just the way it is. I'm just saying, Tony. How many Johns are out there? How many Zawadises are out there? How many Georges are out there? Swazon, 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 Swazon. How many Saksalis are out there? You see? You get my point. I don't want to keep going on that part. But when they give you a tobacco tie and say, I need something, what's your name? Oh, Zawadis, Lesis, Go. I'm like, it's like, you know that king, his name was Henry VIII, and they made a song, Henry VIII, I am, I am, I am. We kept that idealism. Because from now what happens is you got a grandfather, Agbilongta. You got a son, Agbilongta. You got a grandson, Agbilongta. Is it right? That's where I put my faith keeper hat on and say, Yatitkayeli. And yous are gonna get mad at me. That's why now every time I do something, I have to say in front of all you people, Age ji ono kanaktanolo na utane ise waskwanya ise. Honda gili wa honduga duma, honda negi gyogonto, whatever. I have to clean the slate because I've said something to somebody and they're mad. They give me those funny eyes when I see them. There's a little boy, he had these, I don't know, tap, might as well call them tap dancing shoes, running around that longhouse floor. The parents are just looking at him. Oh, look at him, he's running. I grabbed that kid and pulled his boots off and put it on the side and put him back on the floor. At least I can't hear him. And the looks I got from the parents. Probably never seen them again in Ganosista. So everything that's done has a protocol and a process. It's really, really true because when you want to get into medicine, there's a lot of those lines are broke. Then we can say, but it's all in our stories, our ways. So it's a common thing, the way we are. I have to say, okay. Doske go? Oh, I get a few nods. The rest of yous are liars. Yous are not honest. Got some honest Indians here, but none of yous, the rest, Zuanova. Okay? You know why I'm saying that? It's because we get a Honda Thanksgiving address. To the first man, Sakuganyugwas did a beautiful layout on where that and what it's about. It's so nice to hear that. But we do not discipline ourselves to continue that. We take things for granted. Tunahudiyata, way back. The one we call Talunyawago, he had to come back and he gave us stirring ashes to Wakohnamoya, Yitakohnotako. The fire represents the spirit that's tied into the light, the dirt, the ashes. And it's also a symbol of all the people that stirred the ashes. It's called. Rise above the ashes. Rise above sadness, grief, and all your grievances. Remove it, take care of it. It's not just greeting, it's to clean yourself up. It's also a symbol of clean your act up. That's why they say, Azu Jidawatu. He laid that out to us that time. But like I said, Yugwanji Stani, we forgot about that. And then it got real cold out. Wahwakawistote. Tutahsakudoli, the Kanaswage. Nezahadiatutu. The white dog come to our people. It was sacrificed to trade our fate so we could continue our destiny. It was traded up. But before they did that, they had to take care of what happened to each other. And they put all that nice, shiny things on that dog. It was a symbol for the people to understand. Don't carry on like you were. This is what Danny. Next gone going to leave. That's important. Everybody talks about good mind and all that peace. But where's the righteousness? Nobody wants to fix things. Oh, they're going to get mad at me. I don't want to hurt their feelings. That's not righteous. That's why they say, they're always correcting things. That's the discipline I'm talking about. So we got through that. We scattered all over again. So kala nda as a hugeto te. Tano sa sukwayo laksa tadok. Ne tuli wailito lobanato wa hugeto te yato ho niso. He just has a mother, he didn't have a father. He took those boys out in the woods. And after he gave them all the dances, he says, you shall honor each other with this 4 rights I give. But don't forget what he gave before that. So you have those 2 and the 4. That's now 6 things. So he went so far. Sahudi ni go alay. Eso what you going? What got hold of eso hunjake. So a lot of the rain that poured covered a lot of land. People got separated. They couldn't get back to each other. And then what happened there? when that was all going on, this large rainbow, what kayayake, jihunjata, what kahyoto, this large rainbow went from east to west. Had all those colors on there. And the one, Zalawe, he said he wasn't going to be back, but he felt so sorry for the people. Because now all the people stopped doing what they were doing, and they were staring at this strange occurrence they never seen before. So he told them, he says, Nagigon, Yukisotogo, Yukiatanu. The thunder beings, they were here to watch over us. And he said to them, when me and my brother were not of one mind, we struggled. And he told me before we separated to the pathway souls, Milky Way, he said, I have the night time, but it's okay, I don't have to ever be here because I made all my tracks all over this turtle island. And he says, Talo yawago, tutkanu to na go pa honden ye hewe. Say ya. Tano ohalo talo yawago, he says, why do you say that, brother? He says, because in the future, everybody will be like me. They will even call me Awaniyo. They will listen to me and carry on that way. So the Lord, look into that future. You will see how it's going to change. He that's got the great need now. And they will enjoy carrying on the way I want them to. Say, yeah, I'm gone. Taloyawago never ever forgot those words from his brother. That's why he will come back every now and then and help us out. So he says, after all of this, he says, I gotta tell you something. I have sanctioned those thunder beings to take care of this earth, Turtle Island, for use. You have to thank them. And when you stop thanking them, they will come where the sun comes up. Instead of where the sun sets, they're going to come where the sun comes up. They will come through many times more scary than they ever been. Hadisa means the finish. Go back to that west and never come back again. When that happens, everything changes real fast in creation. Nesa tohonelo te kaliwakalona tuliwakwe ho to kawanata. They will all cease to exist. That's what that means. So you'll thank them. And he says, look up there. Get go na like Janikos what kahta that. So every time you see a rainbow, he's still waiting to hear those words. And he said to them, he says, the yellow color represents to remain in brightness in your lives. The flowers, the sunflower, and all those flowers are like the stars on the earth, like the sky above. They will take care of you. So that's why you see fruits, vegetables, they have certain color flower and medicine plants. Just as what then he says the blue is that water. Thank those waters. The blueberry takes care of your blood. You'll be healthy. All the dark berries is good for your blood, your health. Then the red, he said the same thing. He says all of those fruits that are dark, he told you the opening of fruit season is strawberry and raspberry. And it goes all the way across, up and down, the tall, the short, the tall, the short, the tall, the short, right up to Zwahiwane and Dogwale, the cranberry and the apple. All like a wave, up and down they give us. One's not even done and then another fruit comes to give us gift. Yoskats. Nesewe ya lak nukwati natwahyake so to konokta de kishneke kanakwachwana watunseke. That's why at strawberry time, when that strawberry drink's passed, that's why we have strawberry drink at every ceremony. Aziz Azato, renew yourself. You'll take care of you. You'll be healthy. Your blood will be cleansed, pure. Then he went down to the green color and he says, everything green that grows has a reason, has a job, and it has a way of taking care of us. Don't forget to thank them. Now he reached that purple color. He says, Netigo, I don't know how to say it this way. Okay, there's another name for that color, purple. An older one. He says, in the future, he says that the elders are going to be in a hard place. He says, you're supposed to take care of those elders because they'll become children again. All their wisdom and knowledge they carry, it shall never be forgotten. I've already laid out many instructions before and you just keep forgetting. So cherish your elders and your children. The future will continue. That color purple. So he says, so he says, so long as you see that rainbow, there's still hope and there's still future. But you gotta work to give thanks for it. So at that time, the foods got real scarce. There was no gardens at that time. There was only wild vegetation. So he says, Onane, Osawakutoko said, do not is what don't johnny, not what that's what we siko hontia when I get you. Now I want to know and I'm gonna see if you guys want to go into the future from here. They say, the elders say, what do you mean? He says, I'm gonna give you some more plants to sustain you. Find me a young girl and a young boy, and that girl shall be Yakuya de Taweho. Yatena de Nihawe, Natanaquatiwi, Nahota, Gatnikomax. Find me these two that are of a pure body and mind. And they say, why? He says, while you're looking for them, I'm going to lay out some things. Now you're going to have monthly cycle ceremonies. So when he talks jiki yo kisota, nene, what do we hold? Skana do what do so. Net kaha wite, skana do what. Nukchunda, they tell no how to do. So he laid out the rest of the year, all the ceremonies we have today. Besides, besides stirring ashes and that big tobacco burning. So from that 6, he added on all those ceremonies. And that one elderly man says, that's a lot of responsibility. Well, hold on. It was easy in the beginning and you failed to carry it on. You have to work hard to have a life now. It became that way now. It becomes tradition because of our past failures. We have to work even harder. Bigger struggle today. Say good to the So you have all those ceremonies. You got wata, got sistat, dikini dwahya, and you got Ghana, you got Gonyuhundesa, Skanagondalan, and you have, at that time he says, what he to do, or huts. Kasalot, ne tuate kalot, tuata na talot, satu kose, asa wata suha ke ohantanya he, just salaki ti kwata se hak, see. So all of these things I'm talking about was taken away from us in our history. So it's a darn good thing we're hard hits because we can still carry on this business back from millennium. I don't know how long ago. We can still do it. We still have language. We still have clans. We still have a lot of customs and traditions today. The Guanajualatos, all of you that work for that. It's an awesome thing he gave us. And when we lose all of that, Tigo 1969, Tigo Ahagilang Heya Ti Trudeau, Kale Tio Yadosa Gon Halo, Holo, Atskwe, on the Nagwe, go at this Watungo, that way. Oh, not that easy, a Quakyo, Quatsuat. Okay. So this was an encouragement for me to tell you a part of that creation story, how it was in the beginning. Now you're going to hear all the bumps and the geese all week long. Don't get mad at each other. Just figure out what happened to us. That's what this is about. That's what I understand. What? Laganaha over here. He's got that, just like that song, Ray Charles. You got that right one, baby. Uh-huh. I forgot that part. I like him. I have a lot of his songs. He inspires me, that man, because he came from hell and back. There's a lot of them that were like that. And we are that too. Yeah. But we idolize that, but we don't idolize each other. We don't work as one mind. That's the other point I'm making. If we understand our history, where we all came from, what happened to us, Why are we mad at each other when we should be moving on? We take it out on each other. Why? So, holy, I have some time left. Holy. I'm going to tell a dream story. Okay? This is a heavy one. There's two. Okay? I'm not going to tell you where it comes from. You'll figure it out. It's not who got the dream, it's what it means. Why? Right? I'll tell the first one. There was a time in this dream, just like how we are right here. There's hardly any our people left. And we're all standing on this land, just like this. We're bumping into each other, and we got fancy clothes on, and we don't talk our language anymore, and all that stuff. This man comes in, Lagoano. I guess we'll call him Lagola. There's a story why we call that government official Lagola. But that's another time. Okay? So, he comes walking in. He's got this big, long, white gun. Like I guess you would say Benjamin Franklin time. You know, they got the curls right here, the logon here. And they got this red velvet pants, white socks on, long coats. 真大 penguin 咯，哇塞 He's got a fancy stick, a big jewel on her, big diamond. And he's got these black shoes on with the shiny silver buckle on it. Wow, you got it, and he went around all the people. And he says to them, you call yourselves Oklahoma people. Well, I think everything I give you is enough now. I want it back. I want your clothes back, that's mine. I want your shoes back, that's mine. He went down the line. And the people couldn't say nothing. And then he says the last part, he says, I want my voice back, I want my language back. It's not yours. The people said, that's all we got. The man says, but it's mine. Where's yours? And he walked around them. Round and around, and the people start to cry and wail. So you still think that white man way is cool, huh? iPods and iPhone 7s, Facebook, computer, laptop. Why? I don't know how to run any of that. I have a phone that flips. They call it a Duda phone. I just received a call. I don't know how to text. I don't need that. Yeah. You see? We lost the simplicity of our ways. Like Guati. So, this dream was shared 2 years ago at Harvest. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you another scary one. I don't know where this happened, but all I know is wherever it was happening, it was in the longhouse. And what was happening was the sky was black and the lightning was coming out of this house, up and down. Okay? And in this house, there was a ball game going on, Gayandawano. The door had windows. And inside Gano Cisne was all our chiefs, all our leaders that's passed on. They were all sitting down. In the middle was a big bowl with pits in there. On the ground or walls in front of the leaders was these grandfathers we call adolis, the faces. They were one side, big. They stood, their heads rubbed on the ceilings like iguanas. Above them, peeking through the roofs was like rafters. It wasn't a full ceiling. Above that roof was I guess you would call the thunder beings. And the thunder beings and the adolis were having a bowl game. My friend comes to the door. He says, "Sakwanahawi, come on, let me in. What's going on here?" I says, "You can't come in." He goes, "Why?" I says, "You just can't come in. Just know what's going on here." He says, "What's going on?" And I said, "The Hadolis and the Thunder people are playing a bowl game. They're trying to decide if they're still going to help the people. The Thunder beings are against us. They say they don't care. Was tiatka. The Hadolis are still trying to take care of us. They're playing for our fate." So every time they faced each other and that bowl game hit, and lightning would come off that. Shah! Instead of shah, it was crackling lightning hitting that ball, coming off that ball. I don't know how it ended after that. I think it's our business to figure out where that's going to go. Why? That's on us. Oh, no, got no nyawati, got no nyahewe. That fate, that destiny is in our hands now today. So, took ni. This is all what ni go on in a hot to yeah. So, my mouth is dry. I'm gonna shut up now. Kagweni. Anyawas na hot to kaswayo. Want to. How? Done it.